I say sometimes like I'll text Trent like very infrequently like an entry that just like sucks my soul. And so I sent Trent yesterday like a 6-legger that literally lost by 1 leg. It was like the most surgical I've ever been with like a 6-legger, I think ever. And the leg that sold was Contavious Caldwell-Pope, which was one of the ones that the guy put in the fucking thing he made for the $1 million entry. And I sent him the screenshot. I just said frozen, and he responds by sending me a greened out goblin. I was just like, what the fuck kind of support is this, dude? Like, I just got my soul sucked. I put 200 on it. I think it was to win like what, $5,000? Yeah, I put 200 to win $5,000. Oh. And this guy that misses by 1 leg. And this guy sends me a fully greened out goblin. I was just like, what? The way you just flexed on me at my lowest, dude. Welcome back to another episode live from the Dojo. Remember, you can get this podcast wherever you get podcasts. That means Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe. Man, was I wrong about the Devils.
Oh, that series has been nuts. You were actually completely wrong about that.
Couldn't have been more wrong.
And I completely listened to you until...
And I think the only game the Devils will win is Game 3. And I was like, the only game that we lose is Game 3.
Yeah.
So that was insane. But, you know, I mean, it happens.
I wasn't watching that game because it was Saturday night during the wedding. But we were in the hotel lobby, like post-wedding, watching the replays. And I had no idea what happened. So I'm like watching ESPN in the bar, the lobby, like it's the real game. Because I have no idea what happens. I'm like, oh, 1-1. Like, who's going to steal this one? Go to overtime. I'm like rooting for the Devils as I'm watching this fucking highlight. And they banged. I'm like, wow.
I know, dude.
Let's go.
And it was Dougie Rips.
It was?
Yeah, it was Dougie Rips.
Nice. At least you got one. I mean, that was a big game to win.
No, I mean, that was a big game. I mean, in hindsight, obviously it's always 2020 when you look back. Should have probably went, okay, there is not a single person on this roster that's been in a playoff series, basically. It's their first playoff series, every single one of them. Probably going to lose the first 2 games to a team whose first line and power play line have been to like 12 straight playoffs combined.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, I think like Jack Hughes said it best in the interview after Game 3. He was like, yeah, we got pretty much spanked 2 games straight. Like, the last thing I want to do is be talking to you guys. So, I mean, they get it, right? I think they get it. The coach said it well, too. He said, you know, we started the season off 0-2 and then came off and ripped off like a 6-game win streak. So, I mean, this Devils team is going to get frisky. I think Game 4 tonight is going to get weird. I don't know if I'd bet on the Devils, but I think now we're kind of in a position where everyone's comfortable.
Yeah.
It's not a long trip from New Jersey to New York. We normally get our fucking dicks punched off in the Garden, so I'm kind of shocked we took Game 3 the way we took Game 3, but having watched the game, we kind of made them play our style of hockey, where the first 2 games it felt like we were playing their style of hockey, and that was just never going to work.
No.
We can't send guys to the box and let that power play unit. I mean, that's the best power play unit in hockey, I'm convinced, dude. It's disgusting.
I mean, the Oilers would say something different.
But, I mean, I would love to see those 2 power plays. Not that those 2 power plays could go up against each other, but, like, dude, that Rangers power play is disgusting.
Yeah.
It's Patrick Kane, Zibanejad, Chris Kreider. Like, that is just vile, dude.
Yeah, I mean, what the Oilers do on the power play is actually, like, when they go on the power play,
that's gross.
It's automatic.
That's gross.
Like, they're scoring a goal.
So are the Rangers, though. It's kind of like odd. Like, at least against us, because we're not we just don't have a lot of experience, which is frustrating. But I think, the Devils, we have we're set up for like a solid, like, 5-year run here. Sure.
But that win on Saturday was massive.
Huge. If we don't win that, we get swept.
Yeah.
I think now Game 4 is competitive.
You're back in the series. Game 4 is going to be competitive. Regardless of what happens in that Game 4, I still think the series goes 6-7 games.
How was the wedding?
Wedding was absolutely electric.
Phenomenal.
I had a great time. It was like perfect. So everything went really well. No drama.
Speech.
Did
you kill the speech?
I killed the speech.
Let's go.
I'm about to get up to go do the speech. And like my little 4th grade cousin, who's like picking on me all weekend, like give me a hard time, telling me I'm a bad boyfriend, telling my girlfriend all these things I need.
What?
Yeah, dude, it was nuts. It was nuts.
Wait, what?
Yeah, dude, it was bad.
I thought you were about to say that you're like a bad better and he like follows the because my nephew does that shit to me all the time, dude. He'll be like, "What do you want today, Uncle Mike?" And I'll be like, I got like fucking the Lakers, and then he'll check the score and be like, "The Lakers must have been a good bet." And I was like, dude, I will literally knock the taste out of your mouth.
There was a couple dad jokes where it was like, as long as Trent doesn't bet on the wedding, we'll be all right.
Okay. Okay, that's one of those like good one, Bill.
Good one, bro.
Trent, you didn't bet on this couple, right? Okay, no, very good. No, I get it.
It's literally my life. But I'm about to get up to go do the speech, and my cousin just comes up, pie right in my face. Yeah.
Wait, what?
And now I'm looking at the whole fucking crowd. I've got fucking whipped cream all over
dude, this kid is a fucking demon, dude.
My cousin's a girl, keep in mind also.
So I thought you said 4-year-old cousin, you said he.
And
demon, she's a demon, dude.
Demon. So now I'm fucking rattled. I've got whipped cream on my face. I'm looking at 100+ people, and it was honestly flashbacks of Nervous Westbrook guy for a second. And I finally locked back in and remembered what I was going to say in my speech and got it done. So,
dude, that's insane levels of like the last thing you want to have happen.
And she didn't know I was about to go up either, so it was like she felt really bad about doing it, but also like everyone was dying laughing, so like whatever.
How'd you get the whipped cream off?
I was just like, God fucking do it.
Dude, just like so
I was
mad.
already like a little nervous about to go up.
Oh, of course.
And then that shit happened. I'm like, oh, I'm done.
Dude, she kind of had you in a body bag.
I know. But she ended up, becoming good friends with Katie, my girlfriend. So it was all fun and games. But speech went well, killed it. Did not fumble the rings either. That was a big stressful thing I was worried about. I wasn't sure whether to put them in this pocket or just hold on to them. And we were doing it during the rehearsal. I fumbled the fucking rings.
No way, dude.
So everyone was like, dude, is he capable of doing this, bro? Like, do we need another best man? Like, am I going to fuck it up? I'm like, no, please, dude. It was an accident. So, like, I'm walking down the aisle, and I just am holding on to these fucking rings for dear life.
Yeah, dude, just white knuckle grip.
And the transfer was clean. Didn't fumble it.
Let's go.
We're good. We got through that.
When I was the ring bearer for my sister's wedding when I was, I think, 12, and got absolutely bamboozled. Day of, I thought I was like so dialed. I was like, all I had to do was hold them on the pillow. Like I was so locked in. Did it like 5 times.
They're not even in there.
Day of the wedding comes. I got the rings on. They're on the pillow. I'm walking up. I get all the way up. One of the groomsmen comes over, and I was like, what is he doing? What is this guy doing? I get all the way up. I like go to give it to my brother-in-law. One of the groomsmen comes over. He was like, oh, Mom, I'm going to take the pillow. I was like, all right. I was like, we didn't do this in rehearsals. I was like, all right, man. So I give him the pillow. Best man reaches in, pulls out the rings, and gives it to my brother-in-law. I was like, I had fake rings.
Fake rings.
I literally had like prop rings. My sister's like, we didn't know if you were going to drop it. And I was like, yeah, fuck you guys, dude. That's bullshit, dude. I got propped. I thought I was like, literally my hand was like shaking like a little bit because I was like, oh my God, you can't drop. And then the groomsman took the pillow, and I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Then I look over, and the best man's like, here you go, Matt. It's like, wow. And you can't react to in that moment as a 12-year-old. You're like, damn it. And then you gotta walk over to your mom. Just sucked.
During the wedding, the Leafs were playing. And I'm like sweating out the Leafs because I have them to win the Stanley Cup. I put money on them to win this game. And Chelly and Fruity are at the game. So I'm like, rooting for them to win.
Great content, by the way.
Win their bets too. So I have no idea what happens in the first and second period. But we get to like the reception where we're eating dinner and shit, and I can have my phone out, and I see it's 3-2 with a minute left, and I like take a peep down at the score. I see that, I'm like, bro, are you fucking kidding me? Mm-hmm. And so we're eating, and then I check my phone later. Tie game, we're in overtime. I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like, I don't even want to sit here and refresh. I'm just gonna like come back to it, and come back to it like 15 minutes later. 4-3 Leafs. So bricked out,
dude,
bro.
Nuts.
So bricked.
Nuts.
I don't know what happened in that game. Couldn't tell you a thing about it. Didn't see any highlights about it. But let's fucking go Leafs.
I was watching Chelly's. I was basically watching the game through Chelly's feed. And it like seemed like it was an electric factory.
Yeah. No, Tampa
Like,
was really fun when we went last year for the Stanley Cup.
Really?
I know it was for sure a great time. It's just fun seeing Lightning fans and piss when you're rooting for the other team there. And that's exactly what happened. We got the Leafs currently winning the series right now, which is just a sight to see. I really pray they do not fumble this bag.
They're an odd team, though, dude. It's almost like the Stars, dude. Every time I watch the Leafs and the Stars, they remind me of the same team because it's like 1 minute they go, it goes from, I don't think this team is even going to win a game the rest of the series to like, wow, all right, well, I don't even know if they'll lose a game the rest of the series. It's just a very odd team in makeup. I don't know. I can't figure it out. Same with the Oilers, dude. I actually don't think the Oilers are good.
Dude, the Oilers are absurd.
Like, I really don't think they're good.
One thing that I think the Leafs did tremendously, such a huge pickup, was the pickup of Ryan O'Reilly.
No, massive, dude.
Massive pickup.
He changes the game.
Yeah, I mean, he's a stud on the Blues forever, and then he comes in to the Leafs. They needed that veteran presence. They needed like kind of a side guy. This dude rips, and he's just such a difference maker already in the series. I know Yale misses him on the Blues, but that is a huge pick. That's a series-winning pickup right there. Could be the difference, but huge pickup.
No, 100%. Speaking of the difference, watching playoff hockey is just so much better than the NBA playoffs.
Oh, my God. Even Charles Barkley said that shit.
Like, I saw him say that this morning, and I started thinking about it. And this weekend, when I was hanging out with my buddies, there was not one time that we prioritized an NBA game. We'd be like, oh, the Hurricanes are on? Yeah, put that game on.
Yeah.
Oh, the Leafs are on? Yeah, put that game on. Oh, the Devils Rangers are on? We got to ask the bar to put that game on. It was not one time where we like, yo, let's get the Bucks game on. Yo, let's get the Laker game. Like, not one time did we prioritize an NBA playoff game. And I don't even think it's close in terms of excitement levels. Like, playoff hockey has always been the best. I always have loved playoff hockey. But when I feel like I always prioritized NBA. Like, if there was a good NBA playoff game on, I'd watch the NBA playoff game. But this year, it just seems like I have zero interest in watching any of the NBA games.
Yeah. I mean, the first round of the NBA compared to the first round of NHL is like night and day.
Dude,
you
it's
you already kind of know like what the second round of NBA is going to look like without the first round even being done. Whereas the NHL, you just have no idea,
And this might be a hot take. I don't know. I think it's honestly because the NBA guys, they're just too good. It's not fun to watch blowouts.
Yeah.
Like, if you come down the floor and your team misses 5 straight shots, like, you're losing that game by 12 points, and it's not exciting.
Yeah.
Like, that's why college basketball is so much fun. When you get a 2.5 point spread, that game's going to be 2 points all game. You get a 2.5 point spread in the NBA, your team might lose by 30. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not exciting because they just make too many shots. And I don't know if that's like a hot take or a dumb take, because obviously you want the skill level to be high. But like, even you watch that Warriors game, the Kings come back to keep it close, and then they end up losing, that game ended up staying close. But like, there's been games where it's like your team's up 12, then the game comes back, you're like, oh, we got a good game, and they still end up losing by like 13. You're like, that's just like not fun. Whereas like playoff hockey, like, the Oilers are down like 3-0, and they come all the way back, and you're like, holy shit. Yeah. Like, it's always normally like a 1-goal game, and it's like exciting as fuck. Like, I don't know if that's a hot take. The NBA is just like, they're just too good now, and they don't play defense, so it's like not fun.
That Oilers game where they were down 3-0, I actually watched that game. A rare appearance by me being able to watch a full hockey game, because I'm always streaming usually. Mm-hmm. And I actually, like, this is probably the first time in a minute where I've watched period to period to period without changing the channel an entire hockey game without streaming, no interruptions, no nothing. That game was fucking crazy.
Nuts,
I've
dude.
never seen like a tale of 2 periods where the Kings actually completely dominated that first period. It was insane. Like, the Oilers couldn't even get the puck in the first period. Went up 3-0 instantly.
Quick, dude.
Quick. But when they were down 3-0, I'm like, this is still a game. Whereas I feel like that's equivalent to being down like 25 in the NBA.
No, 100, dude. 3 goals in hockey, especially in the playoffs. Like, holy shit.
Yeah. And then second period, Kings couldn't even touch the puck.
No.
It was just a completely different game. And then third period, it was like split down the middle. And then we go to overtime, and thank God, I don't know who it was, Hyman. Hyman scored the game.
Yeah, it was Hyman, yeah. Dude, and McDavid had 4 assists
Dude, and he just like I feel like
And I took his SOGs.
Yeah, insane, bro. And everyone had his SOGs last night, but he just like wasn't looking to rip at all. He was looking to win the game, and any way you can do that, last night it was by being Chris Paul in the
just
ice.
literally serving.
Yeah.
Every time there was a goal, I was like, no way he just assisted that. And it'd be like McDavid. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
McDavid Draisaitl, bang! That's how every Oilers
McDavid
fan
Draisaitl,
goes.
Bang!
Draisaitl, McDavid, back to Draisaitl, bang! The whole stat sheet's like
It's literally just those two.
goal McDavid, assisted by Draisaitl. Goal Draisaitl, assisted by McDavid.
Literally, like that, like commentating the Oilers must be just like so easy. McDavid, Draisaitl, back to McDavid, Nugent, Hopkins, back to McDavid, Draisaitl, bang! It's like, what the fuck, dude? No, but it's been a crazy. Like, I've been loving the NHL playoffs. Been starting to get been having fun with the MLB. My bets haven't been hitting a lot in the MLB, but I've been having fun watching it. I think because the games are a little sped up. But again, I'll say it. The pitch clock has done one thing, and the no shifts. It's caused blowouts in baseball, which is odd, right? Like, I was talking to my buddies about this yesterday. Last summer, when we were betting baseball all the time, a blowout would be 2-5. I'd be like, fuck, like that was such a bad bet. I just lost fucking 2-5, 5-1, 4-1. This year, because of the pitch clock, because of how sped up it is, I had the Cubs plus 1.5, and it was 3-5 going into the 8th. The game ended I think it was 10-3. But it's because, and we were trying to break it down. I think it's because once as a pitcher you start getting lit up, it's so hard to recover because the next batter's up and you got to go.
Yeah.
There's no time to be like, all right, let me just fucking.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of baseball is obviously, like every other sport is mental. And especially as a pitcher, once you feel like you've been dialed in on, I feel like you almost need that minute. Like last summer, I feel like there'd be times where, you let up a guy, like even Marcus Stroman, who's been playing unbelievable. The minute Mookie Betts took him ding dong, I was like, he just looks so fucked.
Yeah.
And next batter, it was ball, strike, hit. And it was damn, he doesn't even have a second to collect his thoughts. So I think that's kind of been interesting to watch too, because there's now blowouts in baseball where you can lose a bet by 13 runs.
Yeah.
Which I feel like never happened. There'd be a couple games last year, you'd be like, oh shit, they put up 10 runs.
Yeah.
But this year, it's oh my God, I just put Cubs money line at minus 125 and they lost 13-1.
Yeah. And also I think it really affects bullpen pitching a lot more than the starters, just because you're coming into a game and you gotta just fucking act quick.
Yeah, it's just go.
You just gotta go. And I'm a huge Angels fan, and I always bet on the Angels. Dude, I'm at the fucking wedding. All right, I've got this Lakers -4. They're up 30 on the Grizzlies. Leafs money line, Oilers money line, and Angels -1.5. And we get a legacy Trout home run to go up 2. Going into the top of the 9th, all we need is 3 outs. We win the game. They give up 6 runs in the 9th. Yeah, dude. Moose. Dude, in that game right there, I'm going to remember this Angels-Royals game for the rest of the season, because we're going to lose Shohei Ohtani 100%.
Yeah, you guys are for sure losing.
We're losing him. We're losing because we can't win close games. We can't win games when we have the fucking lead going late into the game. And I know he's over it. I know he's fucking pissed off about it.
Dude, he's for sure.
There's no way he's having a good time in that Angels dugout right now because they're so mid.
And he is legitimately
him,
the best player in baseball. He beat. I don't know if you saw this clip. I just saw it.
Yeah, I just saw it.
He beat a ground out to first.
I literally watched that 4 times. I was like, there's no way he beats us out.
I didn't even know he was fast like that.
Yeah.
I knew he could bat. I knew he could pitch. I knew he was fucking incredible. Dude, he beat a ground out to first.
Yeah.
I don't even think Lindor or Betts could do that. Dude, this guy's he literally does it all.
Dude, you see they hit back-to-back nukes yesterday?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, yeah. Taylor Ward hits a nuke, and Trout comes up. I'm watching it on the score app, so I see the triple digit. I see those.
A good
Ward hits a
digit,
nuke, and I'm like, oh, shit, okay, that means Trout and Ohtani are about to come up. And so I tune in. Exit velo, triple digit for Trout. I'm like, holy shit, no way, it's about to leave the yard. 4-3. I'm like, wow, let's go. Imagine a legacy Shohei nuke for the goat whale and the back-to-back-to-back. He comes up, 115 fly ball. I'm like, oh my God.
Bing bong, dude.
Huge goat whale bang.
That's a nuts like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Ward, Trout, Ohtani.
Dude, Ohtani and Trout both have like 4 home runs on the year, and that's the second time they've gone back to back. So it's pretty electric.
No, that's fucking that shit's sick. We've got a bunch of playoff games today. This episode does come out today, so we can actually talk about them. My go well was looking so good, but obviously to injuries, we've taken a little bit of a step back. I did want to talk about obviously the NBA a little bit because there's only 2 games on, and then we've got I think it was 4. Yeah, we got 4 NHL games, and then we'll make a little sneak nuke, and then we'll end the show with a common W from the weekend and a cake report from the weekend as well. But let's start in the NBA because there's 2 games. We got the Bucks taking on the Heat again in Miami, who I'm surprised Miami is leading that series. Obviously, Giannis didn't play last game, and the Heat beat the shit out of the Bucks. And then we have Grizzlies, Lakers again. The Bucks are still -6. I don't know if Giannis is playing or not, but his square isn't on PP, I don't think. So I don't know if he's playing. Yeah, his square is not on Prize Picks, so I don't know if he's playing.
Dude, that series.
But what do you think about that spread? I don't even want to bet it.
I know. I don't want to bet this series. It just reminds me of like the Devils and Rangers series. I just don't even want to bet it. Like, just let it play out. You know, because I don't know. I've been on the wrong side of all 3 of these games in this series, and I mean, if Giannis just doesn't keep playing, the Heat can definitely freaking win the series. Also, I took freaking Drew Holiday assists. Dude had none in the first half. Not a single assist.
You got to take points and assists.
Yeah, I know. I don't.
He's only missed it once this series.
Did he miss last game?
His last game.
Yeah,
it was the only one he's missed.
I was gonna say, there's no way.
But take it again though. It's 26.5 tonight. I already locked into Prize Picks with it.
Yeah, no, he's definitely going to bounce back. Also, just wanted to side note here. We got to be better with these $1 million entries, bro. I mean, I look at them every day because I'm rooting for somebody to win $1 million. They've been dog shit. I don't know what you guys are thinking. You got $1 million on the line and you put Bruce Brown in there?
Dude, and I tailed the guy that made it yesterday on Sunday with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope because I was like, dude, if he's putting him in there, like he's got to know something.
He's soared under.
Didn't even come close with an overtime. Like, what are we fucking... Dude, if I've got $1 million on the line, like, it is... I don't think I'm leaving the lab.
No. You only have an hour to cook it. You know that?
I mean, that hour is going to be the most locked in I've ever been in my entire life, dude.
And diversify the portfolio. You can take other plays or sports besides NBA, dude. Like, fuck.
Yeah, especially, like, if there's a good MLB matchup.
I would put some CSGO in there. Or Dota 2
dude.
Mikey over.
No,
that dude goes over every time.
Does he actually?
You got to start putting him in a meme
All right, I got
entry.
it. All right, I'll do it. I'll make a meme entry
Shelly
today.
and I have been testing it. Dude, all 3 times.
Auto over?
Auto over.
Wow.
Yeah. I almost, like, faded it because I'm like, dude, it's got to stop going over. And I was like, nah, that'd be stupid. I know I'm going to tell Mikey I took his under, and he's going to soar over and be like, you're a fucking idiot.
Guy's just a bucket.
Dude, soared over. So have you ever seen Mikey on the Dota 2 board? It's an auto over.
Also, I say sometimes like I'll text Trent like very infrequently like an entry that just like sucks my soul. And so I sent Trent yesterday like a 6-legger that literally lost by 1 leg. It was like the most surgical I've ever been with like a 6-legger, I think ever. And the leg that sold was Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, which was one of the ones that the guy put in the fucking thing he made for the $1 million entry. And I sent him the screenshot. I just said frozen, and he responds by sending me a greened out goblin. I was just like, what the fuck kind of support is this, dude? Like, I just got my soul sucked. I put 200 on it. I think it was to win like what, $5,000? Yeah, I put 200 to win $5,000.
Oh.
And this guy just that misses by 1 leg. And this guy sends me a fully greened out goblin. I was just like, what? The way you just flexed on me at my lowest, dude.
It just doesn't happen too often. And I saw the opportunity to do it, and it was right there. So I was like, fuck it.
He's sitting there in like urine, dude. I was literally in urine, and you respond with the greenest of gobs. I was like, dude, there's no fucking way. No way. All right, we got Lakers, Grizzlies. The Lakers are -4.5.
In crypto?
In crypto.
Yeah, I mean, you won't see me bet on the Grizzlies anymore. I bet on them in game 2 and actually won that bet, but fuck the Grizzlies. Give me the Lake show.
Dylan Brooks was hysterical, by the way. Like, LeBron, like, bought acres in his head by going up to him before that game, dude.
100%.
And you know he was talking shit. Like,
Yeah.
there's no way that was a friendly conversation.
No.
He was just like, dude, you don't know what you're doing, man. So hysterical that he got ejected too. And then he was like, I'm not talking. You know, the media wants to paint me as a villain. The fans want to paint me as a villain. It's like, no, bozo. You're painting yourself as a villain when you go call LeBron James old and that you won't respect him until he puts up 40. I also saw something on Twitter. He himself has not had a 40-point game.
Brooks?
Yeah.
Well, no chance.
So does he have self-respect? Because he said he won't respect you until you give him 40,
Yeah.
but he himself has not scored 40.
Yeah, what?
So does he have self-respect? Because he talks like he doesn't.
Yeah.
But he's a fucking. I hate him so much.
He's
I can't
a
even
bozo.
I can't even stand him.
There's a clip that was like pulled from the game where it was like they're coming back from commercial break and the score is like 35-9 and the broadcaster was like, we went from poking the bear to now the biggest first quarter lead in NBA history.
Did you hear my girl Doris Burke body bag Dylan Brooks too?
No.
Dude, he's inbounding the ball and she goes, he doesn't bring elite athleticism to the floor, and we know he definitely doesn't bring elite shooting to the floor. And then like she got like cut off by like her like co-announcer who was like, and they inbound the ball, and it was like, dude, literally put him in a body bag. But I was like, let's go,
That's
Doris.
tough,
Shut up,
getting
probably.
put in a bag by Doris.
Dude, that's tough. But I will say though, I kind of want to take the plus 4.5, and I'll tell you why. I hate the Grizzlies. Hate everything about them. John Morant's back. I don't know if you watched that last game.
45 ball.
But they lose by 1,000 if he doesn't score 24 straight points.
Yeah.
And when Ja's hot, he's kind of fucking hard to stop.
Yeah, he is.
And I feel like this is the game where he at least keeps it close by himself.
I can respect it.
Like, I don't hate the Grizzlies plus 4.5 tonight, to be honest with you. Because when he's on, it's so tough. If the Lakers didn't have that 20, 30-point cushion and Ja starts going off and that game is relatively close, the Grizzlies probably win that game with the way Ja was playing.
I didn't watch a second of it.
He scored like 24 straight points. It was like disgusting. He couldn't stop. He's like jacking threes, going to it was gross.
Jeez.
So like I don't know. I kind of don't hate the Grizzlies plus 4.5. But again, it's in LA. LeBron's definitely still fucking pissed off. I don't know. Let's go to the NHL. If I had to bet the Bucks game though, I wouldn't. I wouldn't even take the over. I might take the over in the Laker game though.
I probably won't be betting on that Bucks game.
I probably won't bet on either NBA game tonight, to be honest with you.
Is it just Lakers and Bucks?
Yeah, just Lakers, Bucks. All right, the Devils play the Rangers tonight. You said you're not betting. I'm not going to bet either because the one game I didn't bet, the Devils won, so I'm going to do my job and I'm going to stay off it. I'm just going to let my team play. I'm going to watch some hockey tonight. I'm looking forward to watching that game. Kind of surprised by this line. Well, I guess not. I guess it makes sense now that I think about it. Leafs Lightning, it's a pick'em.
Wait, what's the line in the Devils game?
The Rangers are minus 155.
Ooh.
So you're going to get the plus chicken Devils again. And it would be so funny if it went Rangers, Devils, both away from home, and you could have just taken plus money the entire playoff series. But Leafs Lightning are a pick'em.
Wow. Tampa could definitely tie this one up. It's going to be a sketchy-ass game.
I was thinking the same thing. I don't hate the Lightning this game.
Yeah. I mean, I'm on the Leafs, but
there's plenty of room to win this series if you lose this game.
Yeah.
Because then you go back to Toronto, you need to assert yourself back in Toronto.
This is like the biggest Leafs game in years.
Like huge.
Yeah.
Because if they win, now you've got 3-1 again over your head.
Going back to Toronto.
And you're like, shit.
Yeah.
So are you even going to bet this? I might take the over in this game.
I like the over.
I might take the over.
6.5.
I don't know a lot, dude. I don't know though. A lot of these overs have been at 5.5.
Yeah, I mean playoff hockey.
6.5. This is probably one of the highest overs.
Yeah.
VGK plays the Jets. I haven't watched a second of this series.
Haven't either.
I don't even want to give my opinion on it because I don't think I can give you an educated.
1-1?
It is VGK leads 2-1.
VGK leads.
And it's a
2-1.
pick'em, minus 110.
The only time I bet on this series is game 1 VGK. They lost like 5-1. So I was like, okay.
Okay.
I tried.
And then the auto over bet, I feel like, of the entire playoffs, Avalanche, Kraken, Colorado's minus 155 on the road again.
I mean, Avs.
Which, by the way, last Thursday, we hit this one bar that I like in Dallas for Cheliard's birthday. We took the whole book team out. I think you were just on your way to the wedding. We had Lauren out. We had JJ with the whole team out. It was a rare occurrence. But JJ was sitting there with an Avalanche ticket with a sizable amount of coin on it. And we're pre-giving to my apartment, and they're down like 2-0. And we're like playing games. Like, yo, Jay, you want to jump in? He's like, no, I'm good. I'll just get next game. And he's like locked in on the TV, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be a fucking brutal night, dude. It's gonna be a brutal night because I literally thought the Kraken were about to win by like 1,000.
Yeah.
It's like 2-0. The Avalanche get one back, and JJ's like, let's go. And he's like, all right, you want to jump in? He's like, no, dude, I'm good. Like clearly like very stressed out. And I was like, fuck, man, like we just got to get this kid some alcohol. Then he's like, all right, it's finally like 10:30. Chelly's like, all right, let's get the Ubers. I like call the Uber. And Chelly's like, all right, let's go get JJ like blackout drunk. Because like it was not looking good for the Avs. Like it just was not looking good. We're at the bar. We're like just ripping shots. Like everyone's getting fucking just smacked. And JJ is literally standing by himself watching the TV. Watching the Avs game, and my buddy comes up to me from Dallas, and he's like, dude, did you see how much money JJ has in the Avs right now? I was like, no, yeah, dude. This is like what he normally does, but he also has money on the Avs winning the series. Yeah. So he's got like double dipped, like literally like shitting himself in his bar. Out of nowhere, I just see JJ going crazy. And I was like, I was like, oh my God, did we do it? He's like, we did it. I was like, oh my God. So that was electric. So I'm not going to bet this game other than the over, though, because I don't trust either team.
Yeah. I mean, dude, for a second there, I thought the Avs were toast. There was a point where they just lost game 1, and the Kraken are up 2-0 in game 2. Mm-hmm. I was like, what is going on, dude? And then they pulled some wizardry and ended up stealing that game 2, and then they win game 3. Now they're up 2-1. The series is likely over. But for a second, I was like, dude, I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was like, are the Kraken really gonna fucking steal coin like this?
But we've known this. The Kraken have been coin stealers all year.
Since became a team, they've been stealing coin.
Same with the plus Chicky late night Kings.
Oh my God,
it's been our thing all year, dude.
The Kings
every time just bang us out last leg, dude. Every single fucking time, and then we've got to sit there and be like,
yeah,
it was always the late night plus chicken
always.
Kings. Always. Literally always. All right, let's see the common W, the cake report, and then we'll do a little sneaking presented by Prize Pick for the playoff games.
I love that dope ass shirt or little sweater you got.
Yeah, you like that?
It looks like something that was already in your closet.
Sneak preview of something to come.
Feed me the Overs University. Where's that located? Where's that located?
What city is that in? It's actually located in Overs, England, which is where my location is on Twitter. I might change this.
Is that really where your location is?
Yeah, well, because when I was making it, I was like, there's got to be
Overs,
there's got to be like over England. It's like a place in England. It's a place in England. I might change this, though, by the second iteration. I think I'm going to make another one, but I might change the middle.
I like it.
But I don't hate it.
Though. It's sick.
I love it, though. But sneak preview to come. Just had to, like, soft launch it on the pod. All right, let's see the common W, something that went right in your personal life or betting life. This weekend. Where's that located? Where is that?
Overs University, too? You look at her like... it's like, oh,
you went to Overs University? What? You're at a bar, like, just like trying to flirt so bad. She's like, where'd you go? Overs University? Like, where is that? Oh, yeah, it's like for betting. It's like the over. It's like feed me the. It's like the over. Oh, what does that mean?
Overs class of 2018. Yeah.
Overs class 2020, the COVID year? You got the same thing? Holy shit, dude. No, I'm hoping these do well, though. No, but common W, something went right in your betting life, personal life this weekend. I think everyone's going to know yours. But mine, I'm going to go the Devils on Sunday. It was nice to watch, or not Sunday, on Saturday. It was nice to finally see the Devils get one. You know, Jack Hughes was funny in the press conference.
That was hilarious.
Everyone's called me like a fake Devils fan just because I'm not like outward about my Devils fandom during the year because I didn't want to watch regular season hockey. Like, that is the only team that's from where I'm from.
Yeah.
It's like the only team I have left in New Jersey. So, like, obviously when it comes to playoff time, I'm going to dick ride the Devils.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have another option. So it's cool to see New Jersey get one. You know, I think it's very cool to see, you know, it's just, I just hate Ranger fans. I grew up with all of them. And, like, I'm, like, Mets, Devils, Nets when I was growing up. Not a Nets fan anymore because they fucking left New Jersey. But it was, like, I've just had heartbreak. And then you got the other side of Giants, Yankees, Rangers, like, fucking just the worst. And I grew up with all those kids. So it's nice to, like, have a Devils team that might if we beat the fucking Rangers this year, oh my God. I'm going to be like just despicable on social media. But coming W, let's go Devils. We got one under our belt.
Yeah, my NHL fandom doesn't really make sense because like you would think I would be rooting for the Kings because of LA, but I'm not. I want to see the Oilers move on. Mm-hmm. You'd think I'd be rooting for the Stars because we're in Dallas.
I'm not rooting for the Stars.
The Stars are rat piss.
Yeah, I don't like the Stars.
But yeah, no, it's weird. I just want to. I live with two big hockey guys, and they're rooting for the wagon. So I've kind of just grown to that. But my common W would be, of course, seeing my brother get married this weekend. It was awesome. Everything went really smoothly with the wedding. Gave a W speech. Didn't fumble the bag with the rings. So everything went great. So super huge dub.
Let's go, Nick.
Common W for me. Parents were in town this weekend, so good to see the family. Hung out, went out, showed them around Frisco, showed them around Dallas. Went down to my Texas cousin's house and hung out with them. So that was a good weekend.
Fuck yeah, let's go. W's all around. Cake report, something that didn't go great in your personal life, betting life, whatever it may be this weekend. I guess I'll start off. My cake report. It just feels like by the day I'm hot and cold. Like I hit a parlay on Saturday, wake up Sunday, go 2 for 4. Like it's just like I can't seem to get my feet under me and go on a run and just stay consistently hot. It seems like one day I'll clean sweep, the next day I'll literally go 0 for 5. And it'll be like the most fluke shit of all time. So just really tired of the cake, man. I just want to go on a little run, even if it's 3 days where it's like, I was positive for 3 days straight. Like I'm literally fighting for my life in my book every day. It's not like I'm literally negative to just over positive, to negative to positive, to negative to positive. And my book has like a limit of when I get paid out and when I have to pay. And I've literally been teetering in between for 3 weeks. I haven't gotten paid or had to pay because like I'm literally been in between the range for 3 weeks of like I can't even get one and I don't even have to pay because I can't even get that low. So it's like I'm just like a weird like gray area of just it feels like
just mid.
It feels like I'm just like not even like betting. It's just like they're just staying even. It's so frustrating. That's been my cake report.
My cake report would be losing the surgical 6 on Sunday to the Nuggets money line last leg. I don't know if you watched that game.
I did.
It was crazy, dude. We shouldn't even have been at the table.
No.
The T-Wolves absolutely fumbled and collapsed at the end there, giving the Nuggets a chance to win the game. Jokic goes to the line, 10 seconds left, misses one free throw, makes the next, tie game, defensive stop. We get it overtime, and Anthony Edwards was just unconscious in OT, and they avoid the sweep, and that was piss.
I still think they get swept, though. I mean, not swept, but I still think they don't win another game.
No, yeah, the series is over.
I don't think they win another game.
Dude, I think we all were just like, dude, can the Nuggets just win so we can stop watching?
Yeah, like no one wants to watch this fucking game.
I know.
Like, no one wants to watch these teams, like at all, dude. But dude, that video you made was fucking hysterical with like just your face and like the fucking that killed me. I don't know how you even did that. If that's like a new like feature on TikTok.
I was playing around on the Splice app, and I'm like,
that was hysterical, dude.
I didn't know you could do this.
Because I literally like it was on my TikTok feed. And I was like, it just popped up, and I see your face, and then I see like all the check marks. I was like, dude, there's no way he figured out how to put his face on here like this, dude. That was hysterical. Nick, what do we got?
Friday, I was just violently hungover.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Thursday night was a great time out, like you mentioned, with the team. Everybody going out to the bar to celebrate Chelyard's birthday. But yeah, Friday was a slog for the first half of the day trying to get my life together, and that always, especially birthday 29 coming up this week. As you get older, the hangovers last longer, but luckily we know the proper remedy to get through it, and it wasn't too bad.
No, but at least you got the legs under you for getting ready for this weekend. It was like a test ride.
Oh, yeah.
I did the numbers, dude. I myself, and I feel like everyone was on the same page as me, including the Jello shots, took 8 shots that night.
Yeah,
and we were at the bar for maybe 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
so
that'll do it.
That'll do it.
That'll get.
Like I don't know if everyone was on the same pace as me, but I do feel like we were. It was all group. Like I took 8. And we were there for like maybe 2.5 hours.
Yeah, we were going quick. Plus the pregame and shit like that.
Yeah, and I had like I think like 5 drinks. It was fucked up. I was also like dying on Friday. I was like, oh my fucking god, can't do this shit anymore, dude.
Tough scenes for the kids.
But yeah, all right, let's do a quick sneak nuke presented by Prize Picks. We got playoff games on the horizon. My leg. And I think we should actually do 4. I think we should go back to the NFL season, a 4-piece gob. You can either flex or power play it. We give the viewers, the listeners, the option. But I want Drew Holiday points and assists. And for my NHL one, I really was going to like run it by you. But I either wanted to do the goals allowed in the first 8 and do the Colorado Kraken game. But I'm also down to do a full one because, I don't want it to be sold in the first 8 minutes of the NHL games if we get all the way to that game. Although it could be electric. Last game, everything hits, and then we're just dying and living by that 8 minutes.
So your NBA square is...
Drew Holiday points and assists.
Okay.
It's a bounce back spot.
All right. What games do we have tonight? Lakers and the Bucks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, can I take Bozo Brooks' under?
I don't know if he's playing. Is he playing?
He's on the board.
Oh, he didn't get suspended. You're right.
Yeah.
I mean, you can.
Oh, yeah, you don't do unders.
But you can.
But you're not taking it, so what's the point?
That's true.
Drew Holiday points and assists. Dude, I didn't get to watch the last game, so I didn't see what role play, what was going on.
For which team?
The Lakers game.
For the Lakers game?
Yeah.
I mean, nobody played well for the Grizzlies other than Ja. It was pretty much like just a shit fest. I mean, like the Lakers, everyone kind of scored evenly. I think Davis had 28. I don't think Reeves covered 15.5. That's why it's down to 14.5. I think D'Lo had 20. Like everyone kind of did their job for the Lakers. So you might get some inflated numbers for some.
Can I get, look at AD rebounds. He had 17 last game. Now it's up to 13.5.
That's gross.
Nuts.
That's actually disgusting.
All right, so we're going Drew Holiday points and assists. Can I take LeBron rebounds?
Yeah.
I think he's dude, when he's not scoring, bro, like he's crashing the boards.
Double-double?
Yeah.
I like it.
Definitely getting a double-double.
I like it.
LeBron rebounds, Drew assists and points. Let's go 2 NHLs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Can we take like SOGs?
Yeah. I'm not taking SOGs. I kind of want to take Nico Hischier in the Garden.
I can vibe with that.
More than 2.5, but let me look because there's 4 games. I don't want to do something like.
I want Nylander.
Oh, shots.
Yeah.
SOGs. Oh yeah, he's been fucking a gobby.
Yeah, he's been
a goblin. Like is Jack Eichel playing well? No.
Matthews don't rip no more, dude.
Dude, neither does fucking Connor McDavid. What are the game scripts? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm taking the over, should I just take Cale Makar shots on goal? No.
My favorite prop that has just been. Oh, they're not even gonna have them up. God damn it. Goalie saves. They've been air.
Really?
Air. So air. Take the Kings goalie Korpisalo like every time. Dude, it doesn't even matter who you take, bro. It's been soaring over.
How do we feel about Matty Beniers? SOGs at 2 for some push equity.
Matty Rippers.
But I kind of want to do Nico.
I'd rather go Nico than Matty Beniers.
Okay. I wish Jack Hughes didn't sit at 4 because he will do that, but then he'll take 1.
Yeah.
I'm also so out on fucking Timo Meyer, dude, as a Devils fan after watching this series.
Nico SOG?
Yeah, let's do Nico. I like Nico. Wow, I kind of love this entry.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
I'm not going to lie.
How much?
I'm going to put 200.
Yep.
200 for $2,000. Power play.
All right,
the Sneak Nuke presented by Prize Pick for the Monday playoff games in the NHL and NBA read as follows. My 2 legs are Drew Holiday more than his points and assists and Nico Hischier more than his shots on goal.
My 2 goblins are William Nylander SOGs and LeBron James rebounds.
200 pays $2,000 if you power play, but don't be afraid to flex it. This has been another episode from the couches. Make sure you guys share, like, and subscribe the pod. You can get it wherever you get podcasts. That's Apple Podcasts, that's Spotify, and that is YouTube. Trent, tell them where they can find you.
You can follow me on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. I plug it with Trent and tune into the Surgical Stream on Twitch every weekday. The Twitch channel is at Book It Sports.
You can find me Mikey Overs everywhere except for Instagram. It's michael.j.overs. And we will see you here again on Wednesday.
Be seeing.